these cryptos. Oh, thank you. People running into the crypto space and they're not in control. So they're going to do whatever it takes to get everybody out of there, right? And if that means they're crashing the market down to the point you guys have no money left. I mean, I say you guys, I mean, I'm also included in that, but not, I don't have a lot of money in crypto. And, you know, or the information that I got, and I'll go ahead and share it, but I don't know if it's still going to come true, but that's certainly what I picked up on, which is they're going to hire professional hacking teams to get into all the exchanges at once with some super duper computer, right? And they're going to crash the whole market in one day, because what better way to get everybody running scared of the crypto space is to make it completely worthless. So that was what I picked up on 2 years ago. Now they're making it worthless, but in a different way. So if they keep crashing the market, because I'm telling you right now, you ask everybody on here today, they did not pull out the vast majority of their cryptos. You're talking about billions and billions and billions of dollars. You mean just all of a sudden people got up in the middle of the night or late Sunday night, and they just all of a sudden, when the market wasn't even that up, right? They're not even pulling out at the pump. Just all of a sudden, they just decide to withdraw everything. No, they didn't. That's how you know it's being manipulated. I mean, Ronan, you've done remote viewing sessions on it. You picked up on that.
Yeah, I think that we're going to see another big hack. I've got mid-August. Is this the lowest point? Or I had ridiculous buy-ins set for Shiba Inu that triggered, and then I lost more money. So it's when I had my buy-in set at 9.9, I thought, oh, it's never going to go down to 9.9, and then it dropped like down to 7.6. So is this the bottom, or do you see that market manipulation happening within the next month, 30 days or 45 days, 60 days, so people can insulate themselves against this absolute rug pull?
Yeah, okay, let's do that. Let's go Uniswap, because I like the vibrational energy from Uniswap. Actually, okay, no, I was going to say I'll use Blackbird, but because I have a really good connection. You know, when you have two psychics working on one task, it's really good. Whether, you know, she's in the, you know, in that realm and I'm in this realm, it's still very powerful. And she is genuine. She is a genuine psychic medium. It's just the way she's reading the coins. And again, we don't always get the crash information because people are not supposed to avoid it, right? Crashes teach you so much. They hurt you in so many ways, right? They make you a better investor. And crashes don't last forever either, right? Or they're certainly not supposed to. So it always comes down to teaching you this huge set of life lessons. And you have to learn from the crashes. So psychics will not always see the crashes because you're not supposed to avoid them. I can tell you when it's down, and like Craig and I did that whole thing, and I think I said this week was going to be bearish, but I certainly did not get a crash from Sunday going into Monday. And the other thing is, I kept getting asked, you know how your remote viewing questions have to be watertight. So I kept getting asked, is Shiba Inu going to drop a zero? Is it going to drop a zero? Or, you know, whatever. Well, maybe there's a problem in that remote viewing question itself. And that's something to look into, because Shiba Inu did drop. It gained a zero. But who's to say that when I'm asking the matrix that drop a zero doesn't mean, you know, what's happened? Because I actually timed it that, and I got asked this a lot, Shiba Inu gonna drop a zero. And I kept saying, yes, I feel it's around June. Okay, this, and I'm talking about the readings back in April that I was doing. And look what's happened. It dropped to zero in our definition? No, it's gained. But that says to me, the matrix is equating that question as something else. And that's why your questions in the remote viewing world, when you're doing your remote viewing, they have to be watertight. Let me go Uniswap. What did you say? You want to know if this is the bottom? Let's go for the month. Let's go June 30th, 2022,
Yeah.
8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. The numbers that we're seeing today on June 13th, 2022, is this the very bottom of the crypto market for the rest of the month? It's going to go lower. Okay. That's what I got. It's going to go lower.
Not great news.
Now, no, but you have to understand, spirit is very literal, right? And the information that's coming in. So right now, Bitcoin is, let me see here. Bitcoin is 23,596. If it goes 23,595, that's still defined as lower. Okay. And when you know as well as I do, Ronan, when you're trying to pull numbers in remote viewing, it's damn near impossible. It's very hard. And ARV, which is associative remote viewing, is very unreliable. You may have better luck with it than I do. I find associative remote viewing as a natural psychic medium, and a problem that natural psychic mediums have when they're doing associative remote viewing is they pick up on both targets. And so the first time effect, right, doing an ARV is great. Oh, I can do this. But then after that, you start picking up on both targets. And even when you're using like a group of psychics, like those guys were using a year or so ago, they were picking like the 5 best psychics to do ARV trials. And the first 2 or 3 trials, it was right. But then all the psychics, me, Angela Ford, there were a couple others in there, I can't remember, but I worked closely with Angela Ford, and we all were picking up on both targets. ARV is very unreliable. So, I mean, there has to be a way to pull numbers, but I just don't know how effectively. I mean, I know how to pull numbers, right? But I want to be exact when I'm pulling numbers. I mean, do you have any ideas, Ronan?
ARV, you're right, is notoriously 70%, 30% fail ratio. My muscle testing has not been 100% successful. It's usually I just ask on that day, what's the lowest, and see if I can get a range for it. So if we wanted to do that, that's what Paul asks. We could send Craig into the future and see if he has the low points of the month for the next 30 days from June 13th to July 13th, just see if this is it or how much lower we can get.
The problem with that is Craig doesn't watch the market like that. So Craig, Craig has his own business. Craig has kids. Craig has a wife. Craig has stuff he has to do. The only way to pull that information is from something or someone that has eyes on the market at all times.
How about Vitalik?
Do you watch the market all the time? He has people that does it for him. Okay. Do you use AI? Yes. See, they're all using trading bots and AI. Do you know why the market crashed today? He has no idea. Do you know why Ethereum crashed today? because it's not backed by gold. What the hell does he mean by that?
None of it is.
What does he mean by that? Like, why would you tell me that? What do you mean by it's not backed by gold? There's nothing behind it. Okay. Do you think that's why Ethereum is crashing? Yes. Do you think that the crypto market as a whole is being manipulated very heavily, right? Even he says that. Who do you believe is manipulating the crypto market? Governments. And that's exactly what I get. And that's him from being, making an educated guess, not being a psychic, because I've probed him quite a few times before. And he's saying why would the governments do that? To crash the crypto for good, right? I'm telling you, they're trying to push everybody out. And if they make you lose all your money, right? If everything crashes down to nothing and you lose like 95% of your money, then why would you ever put another dime into the crypto market ever again? You wouldn't. And eventually, he's saying to me, eventually it will just clear the space. They're doing a house clean. You know what I mean? They're cleaning, they're throwing everybody out after the party. Do you believe this is going to keep happening? Absolutely. What about you? Have you lost money? He's lost billions. Okay. Now, something else I just want to say here. My readings always follow a similar pattern. And this weekend, when I started doing readings again, this weekend, I got a few people that were living high on the hog, right? They were living off their crypto proceeds. They were living high on the hog. They're in these fancy schmancy apartments, okay? And life was great. They're young, but life was great, right? They're living it up. They invested a very small amount of money in crypto. They made a ton of money, okay? And they just left the money in crypto. And then not only that, they took the profits and no, this is a common theme across. It's not against them in any way. I just wanted to use this as an example because everybody seems to be doing this. They took the profits, a couple of them, and they put the profits back into these very risky cryptos. Not once did they, that I'm aware of, pull up the profits and start preparing for the downtimes, right? Because anybody who reads any stock market investment information, and I'll tell you who I like to listen to, and yes, I know she's annoying as hell, is Susie Orman. Okay, she's on PBS. She's got audiobooks. She's done, yeah, she's a pain, right? But if you actually drop her voice, people probably say that about me as well. But if you actually drop that annoying voice and you think about the information that she's putting out there, she's exactly right. Okay. So when you're not taking profit and putting some of it aside and then only using the investment rules and using a small portion of your overall investment pot to reinvest back in, okay, you're going to get caught. Like there's no doubt about it. You're going to get caught. You have to read these investment books. You have to listen to the experts in, in the stock market space, because the crypto space is knee-jerk emotional reaction, fly by night, wild, wild west of investing. Okay. Listen to the professionals, see what they do, and you have to make a plan. And you can't just leave all your money sitting in cryptos. You just can't. It's too volatile. You make a profit, right? And you pull out and then you reinvest. And when I work for those hedge fund managers, their rule is no more than 1% in any given trade. Okay. And they do not put more than 1% in at one time. You have to pay attention to the rules, because if you don't, you're going to get burned. And this manipulation is no joke. So right, as far as I could see out to June 30th, I'm getting that it is going to go lower. Let's ask, is Bitcoin going to reach 15,000? Okay. Y'all don't even want to know what they just told me. I got an arrow pointing downwards. So it's going low. It's going low. Anyway, what do you guys want to do for CTT today? I'm sorry about last week. I was just too ill to do it. And I didn't want anybody else to pick up on my low immunity. And then you end up getting sick as well. I think we should do something to make us better investors. Okay. How about insights and guidance? Let me think how to word it. Ronan, how would we word this? Insights and guidance to all the information we need to make us expert investors. How about that?
Just remove the fear and the anxiety about making the proper decision.
Yeah, we can do that too. The fear and the removal of the anxiety about making proper decisions. I mean, what I just got, and now Spirit just sent me something, and now it's gone again. Yeah, it's gone. Hopefully they send it back again. That's why when me and Craig are doing videos, I have to talk over him sometimes because I just got to get the information out. I know if I don't get it out, I'll lose it, just like I lost it. Yeah, so let's start. Let's open, and we'll open as normal. Ronan, if you can just follow me, that would be great. And thank you everybody for being here. I really appreciate it. And we're going to do some good work today. Okay, so let's open. There's a part of all involved that knows how to.
There's a part of all involved that knows how to.
Easily and joyfully manifest.
Easily and joyfully manifest.
Optimum communications.
Optimum communication.
Optimum connections to all the information we need for this session.
Optimum connections to all the information that we need for this session.
And an optimum etheric pyramid.
And an optimum etheric pyramid.
For the empowerment and protection.
For the empowerment and protection.
Of each one of us.
Of each one of us.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love.
Our mind, body, and spirits are receiving the love.
Healing, information, permission.
Healing, information, permission.
And deep relief and joy now.
And deep relief and joy now.
So let's take a deep breath. We're going to ground and protect ourselves. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Okay. As we were doing that tapping, I actually tapped into the manipulation entity, and it's a very nasty, nasty energy. And it said, you will lose. Okay. And I'm saying, why are you telling us that we will lose? We will force you out. I promise you, this is manipulation at its finest. Are they just going to keep crashing it and crashing it and crashing it to the point where your crypto is completely worthless, and then you never want to put another dime back in the crypto space ever again, right? And so even people, just say, for example, because I get this question a lot, hypothetically, if, are you still planning to hack the exchanges? We're going to wipe them clean. You see what we're up against, right? We're going to wipe them clean. But hypothetically, if a hacking group came in, and crashed all the exchanges and crashed and stole everything off the exchange, right? But you're thinking, oh, I'm okay because I am in a cold wallet, right? Nobody wants to buy those cryptos from you. Nobody. Who in their right mind would want to buy those cryptos from you, or even at a price that you would like them to be bought at? Just always remember that. And that is why when you're dealing with cryptos, look, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. But don't sit there with thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in the crypto space. You just don't need to do that. All the crypto millionaires I have spoken to that have managed to maintain their stash of money, okay? I think I actually spoke to one over the weekend. I hope he's here, by the way. I spoke to one over the weekend, and it was the maximum amount that I've heard of these crypto millionaires putting in to crypto. It was $800, right? $800. That was it. That's what they started with. They started with $800. They bought in low. They didn't throw any more money into the crypto space. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen, whether you throw $800 or 800,000 in, right? You just have to trust that it's for you. Okay. So where are we going with this, Ronan? We're clearing out the fear and anxiety around the crash today. What are we doing?
Yeah, I think so. You wanted to make people better investors, but I think we don't want to. There's no opportunity to be a better investor in this market. So it's just we're removing the fear and anxiety about it.
There is. So like I learned so much. This is why I love doing readings. Okay. I learned so much more from doing readings for individuals. I love it. It's my passion. And that 4% rule that we came across a few weeks ago with one of our very savvy investors in our group, extremely savvy. You know who he is, Ronan. That 4% rule. Okay. And I was like, you know what? That makes perfect sense. You're removing the greed, you're removing the hopium and all of these emotions that will teach you a lesson, right? You're buying in at the low and you're waiting for it to pump 4%, you're out. And you're growing your pot slowly, right? So what? If it's slow, it's better than losing your ass on a platter. Seriously. I'm not kidding. 4%. So, I said it's going to go lower. I actually see, contrary to what the market is doing right now, I actually see it going back up at some point today. Okay. So we're looking at Bitcoin at 23,436 US dollars. I see that probably by this afternoon, it's going to start going back up. Okay. I don't see it going down. Yeah, it doesn't mean it's not going to go lower sometime this month, but for right now, that's what I'm seeing. So just say you bought in at Bitcoin right now and you pull out it when it pumps at 4%. It doesn't matter if it goes to 8%. You're not missing out because you're following a hard and fast strategy. Okay. And by following a strategy, you're removing all of your emotions. By removing all of your emotions, your blockages are not coming into the mix. Okay. Whenever you are injecting high emotions, a high amount of emotions into any type of investing, okay, your soul, if you're not allowed to be wealthy for whatever reason in this lifetime, most probably stemming from past life events, your soul will crash it down for you every single time, whether the exchange freezes up, whether your internet goes down for a week, a bad storm comes through, you lose the power, your computer breaks, whatever happens, your money gets stolen, right? I promise you, it will crash you down every single time. So by using a hard and fast strategy and a simple one, like, it doesn't even have to be 4%, it can be 3%, right? You buy in at the low, you wait for it to go 3%, and then you pull out, and you're slowly growing that pot. You're removing all the emotions. Okay, so let's tap for insights and guidance on how to how to optimize our investment strategies. And what else, Ronan?
Optimum increase of crypto portfolios for those of us that are here.
Excuse me, optimum increase. I'm writing this down. My memory's shot. I swear, I feel like I had COVID. Optimum increase of crypto portfolio. Okay, what else? Optimum, or we want to make ourselves optimum investors using strategy and goals. Okay. And any other information we need. All right, I wrote this down. I swear I'm in a brain fog. Oh, whatever you guys do not get this flu that's going around. I swear it mimics COVID. It's just so awful. And for those of you that don't know, it actually put my older kid in the emergency room, and it put my elderly father in the hospital for 5 days. It's pretty bad.
Oh.
Okay, let's go. There's a part of all involved that knows how to.
There's a part of all involved that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest.
Easily and joyfully manifest.
The empowerment.
The empowerment.
The insights and guidance.
The insights and guidance.
And anything else we need.
And anything else we need.
To optimize our investment decisions.
To optimize our investment decisions.
To use strategy and goals.
To use strategy and goals.
And to optimally increase.
To optimally increase.
Crypto portfolios.
Our crypto portfolios.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love.
Our mind, body, and spirits are receiving the love.
Healing, information, permission.
Healing, information, permission.
And deep relief now.
And deep relief now.
So let's all take a deep breath. And we're going to ground and protect ourselves, take away all of that dark energy, asking our spirit teams to take it up into the universe, transmute that energy into white light energy, because we're not going to put bad karma back out into the universe, okay? That's bad for us. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Okay, what did you get?
I got, they want a new type of monetary system.
Yeah. Who? The investors or the government?
The government and the bankers.
Ooh, really? Okay. And I do get that there is some new technology coming. I don't know exactly when, but as you see, with all this manipulation going on, I feel that people like Vitalik and all those, pioneers in the crypto space, they created cryptos to get away from the government, right? They're going to find a way to create, and when I see this new technology, it's not going to be linked to a blockchain, right? Because blockchain is too traceable. Okay, so now they're going to find a way to remove that. Take your crypto profits, if you have any at this point, set some money aside and be like those first Bitcoin investors that when this new technology comes out, they put $100 in and now they're sitting on millions. Okay. I do get there is a new technology coming that is going to be fast. It's not going to use gas fees and all of that, right? It's not going to use power. It's just, you know, apart from regular electricity of plugging in a computer at your home, okay, or using your phone, but it's just going to make transactions through the air. That's what it keeps showing me. Now, I can't give you any more information than that because I really am not tech savvy. I don't understand it. But when I see it, it's not following a blockchain. It's just being swapped in air. So let's tap to get more information about this manipulation. Okay, let's tap to increase our awareness. All right, there's a part of all involved that knows how to.
There's a part of all involved that knows how to
Easily and joyfully manifest.
easily and joyfully manifest
An optimum increase in awareness.
an optimum increase in awareness,
An optimum increase in our intuition.
an optimum increase in our intuition,
An awakening of our third eye.
an awakening of our third eye,
And listening to our gut instincts.
and listening to our gut instincts,
All at the same time.
all at the same time.
So we can make optimum investment decisions.
Optimum investment decisions.
Not dismiss the red flags.
Not just what the red flag,
Not dismiss the red flags.
and not miss any red flags.
Exactly. That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love.
Our mind, body, and spirits are receiving the love.
Healing, information, permission,
Healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's all take a deep breath. Okay, I got a lot of negatives coming through now. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Sorry about all the alarms going off in the background. We have all of our doors with heavy alarms on them, simply because my 2-year-old always tries to escape out of the house. He's an escapologist. I think he's Houdini reincarnated. I swear to God, this kid is always trying to escape just to show us he can. Okay. And you know, it scares me because we live, you know, relatively close to the lake. It doesn't take but a couple minutes for a kid to go missing. All right. So I got a lot of negatives coming through that time. Ronan, did you?
Yeah, I got a lot of negative energy, like a lot of black, dark energy associated with it. There's a lot of fear-based, and I think that the entities that are manipulating this market are thriving on that fear, that trepidation, and that paralyzing anxiety people are having.
Yeah. Okay, great. Let's go. There's a part of all involved that knows how to
There's a part of all involved that knows how to
let go and heal
let go and heal
all of this anxiety,
all of this anxiety,
frustration, depression, fear. The economic outlook seems so uncertain.
the uncertain economic outlook of the future.
How can we possibly fight against AI manipulation?
How can I fight against AI manipulation?
How will we ever win this battle?
How will we ever win this battle?
How will I ever regain my money?
How will I ever regain my money?
I'm not prepared to wait that long.
I'm not supposed to wait that long.
Yeah. or I'm not supposed to wait that long. I got people are not prepared to wait. I don't know what my next move should be.
I don't know what my next move will be.
And I'm so far in the hole, I'll never get out.
I'm so far deep in the hole that I feel like I will never get out.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love.
Our mind, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love.
Healing, information, permission.
Healing, information, permission.
And deep relief now.
And deep relief now.
So we're asking all of our spirit teams to take all this negative energy back up into the spirit world, cleanse it, whether it be through a violet flame. I like to use my little machine. I have a little machine. I believe, Ronan, you have a funnel or something.
Yep.
Whatever it is that you would like to use, and just shoot white light into that negative energy and ask spirit to transmute it. Very, very important. So let's all take a deep breath. And I'm going to ground and protect us all. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Okay, we're not hitting the bullseye because I don't feel lighter. What are we missing? Anybody have any ideas? We're not hitting the bullseye. Hopes are gone. A lot of bankers and are like big dogs and so on Ethereum. So what is going to happen? If we have cryptos, where do we put that money instead of shares going down, fiat and banks going down? Not a fear question, just a best what to do. Oh, thank you, Elaine. Elaine out in Fiji, lucky lady. Okay. Ethereum like silver and Bitcoin like gold. Okay. What are we missing? We're missing something. Let me ask Spirit. What are we missing? Yeah, hopes are gone, but there's something else. We won out. This is too hard. We can't do this on our own. We won out. We can't do this on our own. Our fears and hopes are gone. And we have no faith in the universe or in our life path or our spirit teams. Wow, guys. Oh my God. Okay. Ooh, that's big. All right, let's go. There's a part of all involved that knows how to.
There's a part of all involved that knows how to.
Let go and heal.
Let go and heal.
All the hope is lost.
All this hope is lost.
I cannot do this on my own.
I cannot do this on my own.
I feel like I've ruined my life savings.
I feel like I've ruined my life savings.
I've reached a dead end.
I have reached a dead end.
It's not even a fork, it's a dead end.
It's not even a choice, it's a dead end. We're all destined to fail.
We're all destined to fail. There's absolutely nothing left for me in this lifetime.
There's absolutely nothing left for me in this lifetime.
All hope is diminished.
All hope is diminished and gone.
Crypto was my only hope.
Cryptocurrency was my only hope at wealth, at independence.
And independence and wealth. Yes, very good. Anything else?
The universe is against me.
The universe is against me. I'll never win. My soul has me trapped. My soul has me trapped. That's a big one. Okay?
My soul has me trapped.
Because now you're believing that your soul has you trapped. So therefore, with that negative emotion, you will always self-sabotage. Okay? Anything else? No? Okay. That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
that part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love.
Our mind, body, and spirits are receiving the love.
Healing, information, permission,
Healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
Now I feel lighter. So we're getting somewhere. So let's all take a deep breath. And we're going to say to the universe, I trust you to provide for me and give me a constant flow of wealth abundance. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Now I feel lighter. How do you guys feel? Everybody feeling a little bit better? Okay. What is the next move? Ronan, any ideas?
I just feel like I'm being pulled in like multiple different directions. Like I get imagery in my ideas and I'm being pulled like in multiple directions with different horse carts. So all my, limbs are going in different directions and it feels like there's so many different things to worry about now. It's crypto,
Yeah.
it's the gas prices, it's the shortage of this, the shortage of that, the shortage of something
Yeah.
else. That you don't know
That's
where
why
to
you're
focus your
using,
fear.
yeah, that's why you're using a horse cart. It's the gas prices. Sorry. What are the prices near you? I mean, you're in the land of oil. What are the prices there?
Oh, it's still up at 480 per gallon, but I mean, if you look at the
Same.
price of crude oil, it should be 283. So there's
Wonderful.
manipulation on all fronts.
No, it's like, what the hell? You know what I mean? It is. It's like the gas prices are being manipulated. Electricity is being manipulated. Water is being manipulated, right? All of these things are going up and up and up. Okay. Now you got Putin who's setting the wheat fields on fire. So what little bit of wheat that the Ukraine is trying to export and get prepared, he's now setting it on fire. Didn't I tell you that in the video? I didn't say specifically it would be on fire, but I did say that he will, come hell or high water, he is going to stop wheat from being exported, right? By hook or by crook. And now he's destroying the wheat fields. And I know on the video, Craig's like, oh, it's only 25 million tons. 25 million tons is a lot. Okay. It's certainly enough to knock a dent in the world. And so, guys, if you're bread people, which I'm not really, I do gluten free, but if you're bread people, you need to start learning how to make your own bread and you need to stock up on flour, right? Don't go to the grocery stores and see that the shelves are empty. My dad is a fabulous baker. Okay. He loves baking bread and he makes really nice homemade bread. Not that I eat it, I like the smell of it, but I know that we can survive. And he actually went and got a load of flour. Start making your own bread, whether it's flatbread or whatever. So at least you have something there. Don't wait for the shelves to go empty and be like all those people in their 20s and 30s that don't know how to cook. Because if you notice, the younger generations don't even know how to cook anymore. So when food is running out, okay, they don't know what to do. They can't cope because they're used to buying their food in a box or in a ready meal or whatever, or at a restaurant. Don't be like that. Go to YouTube University and learn how to cook. That's what I did. My mother-in-law is a fabulous cook and my husband likes all these specific dishes, right? And she would always, because she doesn't want anybody to be as good as her, right? Because she's so funny like that. I love her. But she would leave out all the secret ingredients. And I went to YouTube University and I found all the dishes he likes to eat. Now that man will never leave me because I perfected it. But seriously, learn how to cook. Okay. Learn how to make soups. Soups can hold you over for days. So as we're starting to run out, and you're going to see this come October, you're going to start seeing more food shortages, particularly with wheat products. Okay. Go gluten free. I promise you, it changes your life. Go gluten free. You start feeling better. You don't feel as sluggish. The only problem is when you start loading up on gluten free foods, okay, they have to fill it with fat and sugar and salt in order to make it taste nice. You actually, if you think about everything that has wheat in it, it's not good for you, just about everything. So, learn how to, but if you are, bread eaters, and nothing against people that eat bread, learn how to bake, because I'm telling you, it's coming. And 2 years ago, Craig and I were making videos and predictions. God knows where they've gone, of these food shortages that were coming. I promise you it's coming. And because the governments, even though they knew that there was going to be this massive wheat shortage, right? Obviously the Ukraine is an important asset as with regards to wheat and fertilizer. But what did they do? They just stood around and they're clapping for Zelensky on the live feed, begging for supplies. Did they make any plans in place? No, they didn't do anything. If you constantly rely upon the government to meet your needs, you are going to be living a very miserable existence. Now, that's why we are all in the crypto space, right? Because we're trying to break away. But look at how the government is coming in now. Um, so I feel a huge shift. I think we're in manifest mode now. So the last 5 minutes we'll start manifesting. I'm only giving you what Spirit's giving me. This isn't Liz talking. This is Spirit talking through me. So let's do some manifesting, because I do feel a shift. And if those of you that do have any money to buy in today, if you're going to buy in, stick with that strategy. It doesn't even have to be 4%. It can be 2%. It can be 3%, and slowly build that pot. Then, 1% back in. Once you have a substantial amount of money invested, then you use your 1%, and that's it. Because if you lose 1% in a trade, who cares, right? Who cares? You still got 99% left of your pot. Okay. So let's do some manifesting. Ronan, what would you like to manifest?
Lower gas prices.
Yeah.
No, I'd like to see an improvement in our portfolios, and safety, I guess, love and the acceptance to live a happy life for us, regardless of what's happening around us. So sever those ties of fear that are binding us and preventing us from lifting ourselves up.
And you know what? The other thing that came through in readings very strongly this past week is that this is causing a lot of change in a lot of people, and they're seeing it as doom and gloom. So our our friends that were living it up down in Austin, Ronan, where you are, they were living in a swanky apartment building. They were all crypto investors. They'd made millions, right? And now they've lost a lot of money, unfortunately for them. They're now making these drastic changes, and they're looking at it as doom and gloom. But I don't see it that way. Okay. So now you're having to go get a job and get a new skill, or now you're having to move out of the country, or now you're no longer, as one of our friends in our group who is a writer, You know, that's the whole reading was about, should I keep writing books? And when we viewed out into 2045, because, you know, his soul is being forced on a different path, actually, it wasn't the wrong move at all, because books are going to be virtually non-existent, right? They're going to be audiobooks, and they're going to be animations or stories on like YouTube or whatever. But as far as like people sitting down reading ebooks, not going to happen anymore. So I wouldn't look at all of this as doom and gloom. I look at it as a way to grow. And that's why you can't avoid the crashes. That's why Liz won't get the information of a huge crash unless we're allowed to know about it, right? Because crashes, they initiate some severe changes in your lives. Don't think of it as a bad thing, right? It may mean that you have to work an extra year, and you think that's terrible that you have to work an extra year. But for some reason, unbeknownst to you, that working an extra year was awesome for you, right? And in hindsight, we always look back, don't we? And we say, wow, it all worked out in the end. Okay. But people are looking into this tunnel and they're like, oh my God, this is awful. I now got to move to another country. I can't stay here anymore. I got to get a job. I got to, I got to go back to college. I got to go back to university. It's not that bad. I promise you, your soul knows better than you do. Okay. So I totally forgot what you said, Ronan, but let's go ahead and do some manifesting and you can fill in. There's a part of all involved that knows how to.
There's a part of all involved that knows how to.
Easily and joyfully manifest.
Easily and joyfully manifest.
What are we manifesting, Ronan?
An optimum career path.
An optimum career path.
An optimum personal life trajectory.
An optimum personal life trajectory.
Apart from any fear that's holding me back.
Apart from any fear that's holding us back. Anxiety, depression.
Any anxiety or depression or any other negative emotions that are affecting my ability.
Or any other negative emotions affecting our abilities.
To live our optimum life in this incarnation.
To live our optimum life in this incarnation. Anything else?
That seems to be the pinnacle.
It does, Ronan. Good job. That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love.
Our mind, body, and spirits are receiving the love.
Healing, information, permission.
Healing, information, permission.
And deep relief and joy now.
And deep relief and joy now.
So let's all take a deep breath. That feels good, Ronan. Perfect words right there. And that's how you know it's perfect, because we all feel good inside. We're all feeling so much better than when we started. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Good job, Ronan.
Thank you.
Are you still doing free readings?
I'll sign up. I'll see you in September for it. How far are you backed up now?
For you, I'm saying we can. Are you still practicing on your free readings?
Yes, if anybody wants a free 15-minute psychic reading, you can email remoteviewit@gmail.com and I can do that for you.
Awesome. Guys, Ronan needs some practice. Okay. I'm trusting all of you to put his skills to the test, and make sure you email Ronan for a free 15-minute reading. RemoteViewIt@gmail.com. Ronan, when's the next class?
The next class starts July 17th for temporal awareness perception process, and we'll be starting that one hopefully with the new group of people, but also if you've taken the course before, you can sign up again. So I appreciate everybody that wants to learn the new remote viewing method from me, and hopefully this next summer class will be awesome too.
Fantabulous. lots of good things going on. Lynn Buchanan emailed me back. He's a very busy man. He's agreed to do an interview. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. Me and Lynn and I used to email back and forth all the time because he was writing a book, compiling loads of interesting questions, right? And he was like, Liz, I love your questions. And I was constantly emailing him all the time back in the day. What about this? What about that? What about this? What about that? What about this? What about that? Right. And so he knows me. And I emailed him. I was like, look, we need you on a show. We got Paul Smith coming up. As soon as he gets back from Europe, he's going to do an interview. We got David Oates. Oh my God. I don't know if we've had a chance to upload that to YouTube yet. That interview this week is phenomenal. He reverses like all the famous preachers, and he actually has a book coming out. David Oates is great. He's
Do you
very
read it backwards to
interesting.
frontwards? His book?
Yeah, really. Do you read the book backwards to frontwards? That's so funny. Um, so he's great. We got a lot of good stuff coming out. We're gonna do that Corey Good interview, which I know everybody not interview, but well, sort of subconscious interview. The Corey Good video that everybody's been waiting for. I'm so sorry I was sick. I can only apologize. It put a spanner in the works. But even illness is a reminder, because when I lost my voice, spirit giveth and spirit taketh away. And that's how a psychic medium has a healthy respect for the power of the universe. Because if my voice didn't come back, we're done here. You know what I mean? We're
Yeah.
done. That's it. I'm finished. Liz is gone. And because who wants to read anymore? Come 2045, nobody's going to be reading. And if I'm even still alive then, which hopefully I will be. But, so look, all these changes that are coming because of the crash, because of the crypto manipulation, guess what it's going to do? It's going to make you all better people. I promise you. I promise you, don't look at it in the negative. Look at it in the positive. Now I'm going to become an optimum investor. Okay. Because do you think that hedge fund managers and Wall Street and all those people have never had to learn all of these lessons? Of course they did. That's how they become the best at what they do. You learned from it. And going back to college, becoming really healthy, baking your own bread, becoming an excellent cook, growing your own food. Somebody said raising their own chickens, right? Whatever it is you're doing, it's just going to make you better. So let's go ahead and close. Yeah, we'll close. Ronan, anything you want to add or anybody wants to add on the closing?
Just Elaine had a question about this coin called PAXG or Paxos that's allegedly gold backed. And since Vitalik mentioned it wasn't gold backed, she wondered if that was any good.
PAXG, somebody asked me about that recently. It might have been her. I need to look into that. Right
Do a longer
now,
reading on it.
yeah, right now, I would say that anything other than the blue chips right now, Bitcoin especially, I would be very wary of. Okay. I wouldn't look to if you're putting any money in these coins, it needs to be, well, it doesn't matter if I lose that money. Okay. That's the way I would look at it for right now, because if this manipulation keeps crashing and crashing it down, these altcoins can't withstand the test of time, guys. They just can't, right? They just can't. And remember, there's not just me. We keep seeing this huge shift, this massive disruption where a lot of coins just go. Now, anybody who thinks that DigiByte is going to survive, please stop fooling yourselves. Okay. DigiByte is a failed project. As of right now, it is a failed project. Okay. They need a lot of money to become compliant. They don't have it. And with all this crashing down even further, right? They're not going to find it. All of these altcoins are in trouble. Okay. So whether they're telling you it's backed by gold, backed by silver, backed by, Granny's bank account, and Granny's loaded, I wouldn't even listen to that right now. And right now, as you saw today with Binance, those of us who are using the world Binance outside of the US, Binance stopped withdrawals. I think it was Bitcoin specific. I'm not sure exactly. I just get messages in the middle of the night from my Europeans, but they stopped the withdrawals. Well, that says to me they don't have the backing. So and there's these new cryptos that are coming out that are saying we're backed by the stock market. Don't even believe that, right? If they were backed by the stock market, they would be on the stock market.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? Like, don't throw your shirt and the farm at these cryptos. Don't do it. Nobody should be throwing the farm at the cryptos. Okay. Cryptos is something that should be fun and should be, interesting. I know, but
It
don't do
was
it.
one time, long time ago.
And it may be fun again. It may be. But, I kept saying there was this huge disruption in 2023. And as we're getting closer to it, right, we got a war. We're on the brink of World War III. We've got, we're going to have a food crisis. Gas prices have gone through the roof. We got mass manipulation in the crypto space, right? It's starting to look more likely. Now, Blackbird actually put out this extensive report about have no fear, keep investing. And I'm going to actually go through that report for you guys, because when I was reading it, I'm like, I know how she's getting the information, but because she's not doing it in remote viewing terms, there's no time limit. It's, you got to be careful of that. You got to be careful of that. If you guys are following people that don't do readings and they say that they're psychic, okay, can you get a bigger red flag than that? Okay. There is no bigger red flag in the psychic world than somebody claiming to be psychic medium and they don't do readings. Okay. Whoa, that red flag is flying so big. It's taking up your whole front yard. I swear to God. So let's go ahead and close. And I'm sorry about the lecture, but I love you all. And I want you all to be smart about this. And every time I learn more, I try to pass that on to you guys. Okay. So let's go ahead and close. There's a part of all involved that knows how to
There's a part of all involved that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest optimum guidance,
manifest optimum guidance,
positive emotional fulfillment,
positive emotional fulfillment,
white light,
bright white light,
gratitude,
gratitude,
self-love,
self-love,
and any other positives that we need
and any other positives that we need
in those wonderful spaces we just opened up.
in those wonderful spaces that we have just opened up.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love.
Our mind, body, and spirits are receiving the love.
Healing, information, permission.
Healing, information, permission.
And deep joy now.
And deep joy now.
So let's all take a deep breath. I don't know why I'm getting a vision of like a robin in my head. It was just sent to me from spirit. I think maybe that's our sign that things are going to be okay. If you see a robin, just know that you're going to be all right. That's what spirit sent to us. That's very nice. We're going to ground and protect ourselves, cleanse ourselves with white light energy. And we're also going to cleanse our houses and our spaces that we're sitting in. Okay, so you don't have husbands that reverse into your walls. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it. It is done.
So be it. It is done.
That cost me $4,000, by the way.
Wow.
Yeah. Do you think I was happy about that?
Thanks a
No,
lot,
I wasn't.
Shiba.
Yeah, really. Oh my God.
Don't do it now because
$4,000
that
to fix
Shiba
my wall.
energy is even worse.
It is worse. Okay, quickly, let's just check in. What's going on with Shiba Inu? Okay, as I'm looking at Shiba Inu, they're scratching their heads. Okay, this is exactly what I mean by these altcoins. They're scratching their heads. They don't know how they're going to survive. I'm saying, how are you going to survive? They actually don't know. Okay, so I'm going to throw Shiba down. Give me another altcoin to look into.
UFO token?
UFO token. How are you going to make it? I feel like UFO gaming has a lot of potential. The market is holding it down. And that's the same with Starlink. Those two have very good potential, but you're fighting against this manipulation. Okay. They're still good coins. Give me another one.
Matic?
Oh, I looked at Matic this morning. I'm like, man, it's like 30 or 40 cents. I might get some of that. Matic, how are you doing? So Matic believes that they can survive. And I'm saying, why do you believe you can survive? Because they have a lot of staking associated with that. Now, remember what Liz said a few weeks ago. The way you're going to succeed in a bear market is through trading, like day trading and staking. So Matic believes it can survive. It says we've got staking. We're quite a well-known coin. People trade us. Okay, listen to what it's saying. People trade us, so we will always survive. Give me another one.
Monero?
Monero. Monero, how are you doing? I feel like Monero is very cocky. I feel like Monero will always survive because it's used to trade money under the table. Okay. I don't know about Monero, but that's what it's telling me. I feel like it's a lot of black market, dark web stuff with that. So, darkness tends to stick around longer than light. What else?
Someone asked about Empire, but I think that's a longer video.
Empire token. Again, Empire has that potential there. It really does. It's just the market is bringing it down. And they don't want, okay, this is coming in from Empire. They don't want their big listing on the exchanges to be ruined by a terrible market. So I feel like there's a stall there. That makes sense to me. Why do that? Why put your why look at that? Shiba Inu got listed. What they're saying is making perfect sense. Shiba Inu got listed, I think it was last week or the week before, on some big European exchange. It didn't even knock a dent in it. So therefore, Empire holding off right now until the market recovers. They think they want it to make a profit. There's no point just releasing it for releasing sake. Okay, next.
Near token?
Near token, how are you going to survive this? We're trying our best. They're actually confused. They don't know, but they're going to try to figure it out. Again, that's something that's traded heavily. I feel like it will survive. What else?
FTM and Cardano.
Oh, I knew that was coming. Cardano. Thank you, White Dove. Cardano and Theta and all those. Theta probably will survive because Theta relies heavily on staking. Okay. Staking is going to save these coins. FTM, did you say? Is that Phantom?
Yes. I don't know.
Phantom, how are you doing? We're in trouble. Okay. What do you mean you're in trouble? They don't know how they're going to recover from this. These coins, the common theme from a lot of these coins is if we go to zero, we're screwed. Or if we drop below zero, we're screwed. Okay. And they don't have plans in place to recover from that. Okay. Just like the individual investor, you have to have plans in place. You have to have strategies. You have to have goals. Okay, give me another one.
Floki Inu.
Floki Inu, gone, tank, forget it. Next,
Safe Moon.
Safe Moon. I feel like that's a dead project, unfortunately. A lot of people had a lot of high hopes on Safe Moon. I feel like it's dead. Are you still working? I don't even think I think most of the team have left. There's probably one person left, one or two.
Stellar lumens.
Stellar lumens. Stellar lumens will survive because of the staking. Okay. And what was the other one? Was it XRP or it was Cardano? That's heavily traded, so that will survive. And what was the other one? XRP. What's going on with the XRP investigation right now? Still stalemate. Okay. Still a stalemate.
Still stalled.
What else? Yeah.
Zilliqa.
Zilliqa, how is Zilliqa doing? We're struggling. Okay. Now, too many times I've moved Zilliqa out into the future, and I get that it's a failed project because it tries to go to the metaverse. Okay. Let me try again. Let me move it July 31st, 2022, 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. How are you doing? Yeah. Bam. Down. Okay. Next.
Atlas.
Which one?
Atlas.
Is that Star Atlas?
I don't know. It's from Dawn Marie.
Dawn Marie, is that Star Atlas?
Star Atlas. Yeah.
Star Atlas, how are you doing? You know, the strange thing is the metaverse is an entity unto its own. I think this is a metaverse coin. I'm getting that very strongly. And they believe the utility of being in the metaverse is going to save some of these. Although Zilliqa, that was a bad move for Zilliqa. Okay, what's next?
Dero, Dero.
Never heard of that. Darrow, what's the price of it? Does anybody know?
I don't have it up. No.
Let me look it up. Dero. Dero. Crypto. I've never heard of this one. Coin market cap 345, rank 373, and it's down today by 18%. Let's get the 1-year high. Ooh, 1-year high, $27. Darrow, let's move you out to June 13th, 2023, 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Did you ever hit your all-time high again at $20? No, not even close. Okay. Got a couple more.
Audius, Audius.
And I like this coin. I like this coin. Audius, how are you doing? Audius will survive, actually. It's a very sophisticated project, and it seems like they will survive because of their intentions. Okay, what else?
How about Burn One?
Oh, of course. I wonder who put that one in there. Burn One.
I asked for
Burn
him.
One. They're all stoned. I mean, how can you? What are you gonna do with a bunch of stoners running a coin, right? Now, if there was a mass adoption of marijuana legislation, and I'll be honest with you folks, and I hate to inject my opinions in, I don't like that, right? The last thing I want my kids to think is that it's okay to go out there and get high, right? It's not okay. It isn't. And why do you need to when you have all these tools like the CTT, Reiki, remote viewing? That's a much better high than you could ever get from marijuana, right? And you're up there. Somebody's disputing me on that. I can feel it. Anyway, Burn One has a lot of great potential. It just needs to get off the ground and stop being run by a bunch of stoners. Okay.
That won't happen. How about Dot and Dent?
Dent, how's Dent doing? Dent doesn't know how it's going to survive. Dot will survive. Is Dot a staking? I feel like it's gonna be staked. So all the staking coins, not all of them, but the big players in the staking world, they're going to survive. Honestly, the altcoins are on shaky ground. If they go to 0 or below, right? If this keeps crashing down, all coins go to 0 below, they're finished. They're gonna stay down. Okay. Any last one or two before we go?
How about Tectonic? It's up today.
Tectonic. I've never heard of that one. How do you spell it?
TECTONIC.
Oh, Tectonic. Okay. Crypto. It's up today. Wow. How do we buy it? I mean, come on. It's up by 9%.
Yeah, I thought
And
that
it
was going to
has,
be a hit last month, and it is.
did
I
you?
haven't looked at it lately, but
But you see, here we go. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 zeros in front, 6 or 7. So many zeros I can't. My eyes are going funny. But this is one of the coins, right? $50. If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen, right? Whether you throw $50 or 50,000 into it, trust me. If the universe is saying,
EECTONIC.
yeah, if the universe is saying it's gonna happen, this is your year, it will happen. It doesn't matter how much money you throw into it. Okay. Well, I think that's about it, guys. Thank you so much. I hope that helped you. I got Craig calling me now, telling me to shut up so we can make a video. And I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you so much. Ronan, thank you.
Thanks everybody. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Take care now, everybody.
Bye everybody.
Bye.